Xin Chao, what's up everybody? Alright, we're gonna do a walking vlog. Before we get to that, I have created a new channel. It's the IRL streaming channel. If we could subscribe to that, the link is in the description. My phone keeps playing YouTube on its own. If we can hit the link in that description, then we can see me live stream a lot sooner, because we have to have 1,000 subs to do a live stream. So yeah, get on that. I would appreciate it. And there's a up and down button. So if you want to use one of those, feel free to use one of those. And there's a place where you can put comments. If you want to do that, make a comment. All right, let's get to the walking video and some juicy dialogue. It was extremely hot today. Like, it's 5 p.m. right now. I waited towards the end of the day to go out. It was just too hot. I literally died when I went for a run. I think the weather was, during the day, 98, and it felt like 108. And it was just intense sun, no cloud coverage. So I opted not to go do vlogging during the day. Caught up on organizing things on the computer, editing, stuff like this. So yeah, we're in District 1. We're gonna be walking past the zoo pretty quick here. You know, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a news vlog. So here comes the news, and then you can switch off after I do the news if you're just here for the news. So yeah, this morning COVID cases were, 2 more were reported. This lady that ran a noodle shop in District 3. She ran a street noodle shop. She has it, and she, you know, she's got customers all day. So, and I think her daughter tested positive too. So that's not going to be too ideal. I mean, she's handling money, she's handling you food, and who knows how long she had it. So I think we're going to see a pretty sudden uptick in cases in Saigon. Hopefully not. They try to do contact tracing, but I don't see how you can contact trace all of her customers unless she like knows every one of them, which is possible, but I don't know. Time will tell. But I'm gonna assume that it's gonna start to ramp up here. Again, I could be wrong. These are just theories. Ho Chi Minh City restaurant owner and children test corona positive negative. They locked down her alley, the restaurant, and anything around it. And I think they're taking like thousands of samples for COVID around that area. The Prime Minister is not happy with the containment of the COVID this time, and the municipalities doing a good job as they have before. He's citing that they have done a pretty lackluster job this time. I don't know where we're gonna go. This is a freestyle walk. So he's requesting that they take things more serious, punish more people in public not following the rules, punish more restaurants, all kinds of stuff like this. Alright, what else do we have? This is the Maserati dealership over here. I'll show you. Oh, we have more deaths. So we got our 81-year-old person in Hanoi died. Can make it to 39th dead. Of course, they always say they have underlying issues. So, and I'm sure most 80-year-old people do have underlying issues. 81-year-olds. So that makes sense. This is the Maserati. I can't imagine the Maserati segment does very well here. I've talked about it before, but you only see sports cars and expensive cars usually rented from a high-class hotel or a business, and they hire a driver. It's usually not under personal purchase. Yeah, Vietnam's trying to get a 1 billion USD fund for COVID vaccination program. So they're trying to raise money. I've talked about it before. You know, Vietnam's not the richest country, so That's part of their problem with obtaining the vaccine, besides low supply, is they need the funds to do it. So they're attempting to figure out a way to do that. I'll read you their plan. It's kind of basic and simple. Give me 1 second. The Ministry of Finance plans to create a COVID-19 vaccine fund that will solicit contributions from various sources to ease the burden on the government's resources. They want to immunize 75% of its population this year and get 150 million doses to do so, which is accurate. There's about 100 million people here, give or take. I think the more realistic number by the end of the year would be 50%, more than likely. We'll see. I don't know how the production of this stuff goes and how long it takes and how many other countries are prioritized first. And they were in negotiation to buy the Pfizer, but Pfizer would not come down in the price, so they pretty much just told Pfizer to go fuck themselves, from the way I read it. So I get lots of weird comments where people are like telling me that they got all kinds of vaccines coming through. Most of the deals fall apart, guys. You have to continuously research that stuff. Taiwan is not giving Vietnam any vaccines now. That deal's off because Taiwan wants to vaccinate their whole population now. And they're not even going to have it until June or July. So it's possible Taiwan might eventually donate some. We're talking a long time though, like a year, a really far out timeline, you know. These are all like some kind of government buildings, I think. Not like radical government buildings, but like, I think, like, you know, Department of Water, whatever, City Works, shit like that. Okay, let me read the rest of the news and we can close on that segment. And like I said, 20 minutes after this, I'm going to just be doing talking. That includes the Ministry of Health said it has signed agreements to procure 110 million doses in 2021, 31 million doses of the Pfizer, which will arrive in the third and fourth quarters, 38.9 million doses of AstraZeneca through COVAX, 30 million doses of AstraZeneca through a deal signed with Vietnam Vaccine JSC, another 10 million additional through COVAX. But the deal, they must have reached a deal with the Pfizer BioNTech, because that was off the charts a few days ago. We're also going to shoot a buying a car video. I'm not buying a car, but my brother-in-law is. So yeah, we'll shoot that soon. I'll go over the process on that, how much it total costs, registration, all that stuff. I think let's walk down there. Sounds good to me. We've gone the other way so many times. Let's go different ways. Again, it still feels like nothing has changed here whatsoever. Just, you cannot tell that there's besides for like everyone wearing a mask 24/7, small ass sidewalk. Let's see here. Yeah, Vietnam's trying to ask every country for like their vaccine recipe and their technology. They don't seem to be doing very well with that. I don't know why everybody just wouldn't share, but you know, I don't know the geopolitical reasoning behind that. Yeah, and that's it for the news. That's the big update. We got a new death. Saigon's got more cases. This one lady could be a potentially super spreader event just because she has a noodle shop, and the way I read it, it's a pretty popular noodle shop. So she might have seen inwards of 50 clients, you know. So we'll see. This will be a And then all the test results come back from the last guy that tested positive, the second member. So we'll see. We should have the reporting on that by the end of today, tomorrow. They keep you really in the know on this stuff. Like, they update the news 3 times a day on it, so it's pretty good. All right, it's rush hour. We're in District 1. Oh, HTV. So HTV is a big, it's like a ABC almost here. Yeah, really big TV network. A lot of Vietnamese watch. They offer a lot of different channels. Very popular TV station. Now that I know, because we watch Viet TV now. Yeah, I've been starting to watch Viet TV and then American stuff with Viet subtitles and learning a few new words. So that's been going pretty well. What do we got? There's a loteria over here. We'll just keep walking this way, why not? Feels good to be out and about walking again. Yesterday, I was able to, I got a lot of stuff done fitness-wise, but I didn't go out and vlog because it was just insanely hot like it was today. So today I was like, I gotta go film. So I'm like, I'll just come out as it gets dark out. I was hoping it would rain. I like the rainy season. It cools everything down. It doesn't rain that long. It's pretty optimal in my opinion. Everybody's in the great hurry. Everybody's in such a hurry in Saigon. Well, pretty much everywhere in Vietnam on the motorbikes. It's pretty easy to get a handle on. And just remember, you don't have to be in a hurry. Just because they are, doesn't mean you need to be. That's my biggest tip. I don't ever get pulled over. I don't get in accidents because I don't drive like a Vietnamese. I drive like a slow old man. So this is for footy, the foot thing that you kick. I'm gonna almost assume, or badminton, something like that. And then this is the big gym. As you can see, you can play chess. I want to take up chess. You can learn martial arts here. As you can see, you can jump some hoops. A lot of people here actually play soccer, all that good stuff. What else do we got? So yeah, I hope this next wave's over soon, but I think it's going to be the longest lasting one. Longer than the first one, is my assumption. My guess. Here's all the activities you can do here. So yeah, I just think it's going to be a while this time. And we got the India variant in Saigon now, so that doesn't seem too promising. I think that's what the lady has at the noodle shop. What is this? More closures? I don't know what this is. Why these don't have storefronts. Oh, they're gutting it. I can see all the construction behind it. Probably redoing it. It's a pretty big sidewalk. You don't see sidewalks this big usually. Some walking club here of ladies. Those sprung up a lot since COVID. It's a good idea. Walk with your friends. What is all this? Oh, archery range. It's kind of cool. Some kind of shooting. I don't know what this is. Airsoft? Target guns? Yeah, these look like target guns. It's probably 22s. 22 caliber. Made just for target shooting. So this must be like a whole sports center complex where they have kung fu events, soccer games, basketball games, all that stuff. Vietnam Airlines, great airline by the way. I think they're tied into Cathay Airlines though, so I think they have some CCP ownership in them. I'm pretty positive. Cathay Airlines is a great airline too. But I'm pretty sure the CCP has funding into Cathay Airlines, if I remember right. Just like with Huawei. That's why nobody wants to use their 5G. And that's why Google took them off the Play Store. All that stuff. We got a Highlands coffee up here. It's a little hot, but not too hot. Tours du Jours. Actually, Tours du Jours got some pretty cool food. It's Korean cakes, pastries, stuff like that. Getting ready for dinner. Does not look like I would want to eat that. I've been sitting out in the sun for a minute. You could see the meat had that like outdoor sun crust on it. Got a post office over here. This is the post office. These are delicious. I highly recommend these. These are great. They taste like a little potato with like with phô mai on it. Some chow. Some traffic. I don't think I've walked down here in a long time. Been a minute. That's for sure. I'll be shooting the podcast tomorrow. So the Patreon podcast will be up. Consider supporting the channel on Patreon or leaving a tip through PayPal to help the channel grow, help fund the channel. And you don't absolutely have to do any of those things either. Whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat. Yeah, the brother-in-law is going to buy this Suzuki ILX, I think. It's like a mid to $25,000 SUV crossover thing. Looks like it's crossed over with a minivan. Seats 7. So we'll be filming that, the process, how that goes. Should be pretty interesting, actually. What else do we have? I don't know where I'm going to go film in Saigon, but we got to find new areas, new walking areas, even though there's still plenty left in District 1, because District 1 is huge. I don't see anything shut down overly. This massage place is open. Everything looks normal as usual. Is it some kind of medical center? Definitely some kind of medical center. They shut down the medical center the lady went to from District 3. And they quarantined the area around that too. My son. A bunch of stuff. I don't see anything closed. The only thing I've really noticed closed is bars, like actual hardcore bars that don't serve any food, and clubs, and that's it. And massage places that offer that kind of massage. I've seen other ones, like normal ones, still open. Hair salons still open. There's a dentist. Dong Ho. Back on the 1 meal a day, and I've switched the 1 meal a day to 3 p.m. Seems to be working out even better than eating at 6 p.m. So it's been working. I've been on that for about 5 days. Feeling good. See, haircut's open. Got like a little knick-knack shop here. Buy like little doodads. Got a juice. A beer lady and a hoon seller. Oh, he sells hoons and beers. Tiger 332 is a good price. And then buy a 238 is not bad either. What is this? More like school supplies, stationaries, kids' toys. This looks like a learning. Yeah, it's learning. American tutoring. She's got the durian. All chopped up and ready to go. I'm starting to not mind the smell. I still don't want to taste it anymore. The smell, I've been around it so much now. Everybody's in Apple authorized resales. Sure they are. There is no copyrights in Vietnam. You'll see Disney characters on shit all the time. Every single person's magically an Apple reseller. Yeah, I've even seen stores that look pretty goddamn almost identical to an Apple store and marketed that way that aren't. Got some little crabs over here. I don't know why you would want these real little ones though. They're not like the super small ones that you fry, but like in between, you know? This place looks very popular. Another crab place. Usually when they have the uniforms, they do pretty well. There's a little like wine shop that's actually got a lot of people in there. Oh, they're tasting wines. I don't drink wine, so not for me. Oh, I know where we're at. Oh, we took the, instead of going straight down to my house to probably the roundabout, we just bypassed that. I get where we're at. Chris knows now. Yeah, here's the roundabout down here. And then there's a McDonald's over there and a Popeyes. Helmets. He ain't stopping. Can't slow down one bit. Can never slow down. Honk that horn. That's gonna make it work. Honk the horn and don't look. It's the way to do it. A lottery ticket vendor, if you're into that sort of thing. I buy them from the people walking around the streets. Taking it to the streets. Yeah, we can do speculative talk on when you'll be able to get here as a tourist. I can sure as hell tell you it's not going to be in 2021. And I can sure as hell tell you it's probably not going to be in the beginning part of 2022. Somebody keeps saying that they should have just, you know, got every single person tested and vaccinated on Phu Quoc and then made it to that's where every expert visa can go. I'll tell you why they didn't do that. The hotels didn't want to do that. I can almost promise you. They want to rely on the domestic tourism, and I bet you that's why you haven't seen that scenario. I mean, you gotta understand, when there's a big holiday and there's not a wave going on, those places charge double their normal rate, and everybody and their mom goes there. I don't think that'll happen. I think Phu Quoc, that whole thing was launched, that idea was launched by travel agents, not by the government. The government's only one time really talked about it. They've just said, we are considering looking at some kind of vaccine passport system, and we need to have an electronic infrastructure created and set up first before we can do anything. And then that has not been talked about since the fourth wave. So I don't think it's on the government's radar. And frankly, I don't think a lot of these places care that if they lose, like say this business goes under because of COVID. The guy that owns it, sure, he's going to lose his whatever rent. But once once tourism comes back, 5 minutes. Once tourism comes back, somebody else will just rent it. They don't have feelings like that. Like, they don't care. So I think that's the way everybody's looking at it here. Sure, like, tourist-dependent stores want you to come back. Of course they do. Same with hotels and shit like that. But at the same time, the government knows someone else will just pick up that business and run it and buy it or whatever. So, I mean, I think that's the thinking behind it, if you understand what I'm saying. I'm almost positive that is the thinking behind it. So that's why they're not in some, and like domestic travel does well here when there isn't a wave. Like, it's way up. So it's not Thailand, where Thailand like really fucking needs tourists for like all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Where do I want to go here? Trying to decide which way I want to go. Go this way, why not? So I just don't see them, electronic bike, I don't see them opening up anytime soon. Especially not this year. They're gonna want their people vaccinated first. Is the Phuket thing a possibility? Maybe. I just think the fourth wave just kind of put a nail in the coffin on any idea of it maybe happening this year, if you get what I'm saying. In my opinion. There's a Kagogi out over here. Kagogi house. Beauty places. I know where this goes too. What if we go this way? Could go over the bridge. I don't see any good area to walk. I know we can go down that bridge and walk down it, and then we'll loop back around through Bentham. I actually know where the fuck I'm at nowadays. It's incredible. So that's what we'll do. We'll go walk by the water. There's an expat with your full helmet on a scooter. They love to do that. Expat women do not like using anyone else's motorbike helmet but their own as well. So they'll like carry their motorbike helmet everywhere with them. I don't know why. Maybe scared about lice in the hair or some shit. But it's a thing for sure. I'm a full helmet proponent. For sure. Got some steamed buns, some high-end footwear here. Yeah, I know where I'm at. Got some like clothing, jeans, stuff like this. Yeah, right here, see? Down here. It's a nice area. We'll see what they tried to close here or not. They didn't close shit over here, that's for sure. See, in order to get a place like this close, like this place will have way more than 30 people in about a half hour. And there'll be a bunch of dudes close to each other drinking and smoking. Like the news would have to narc on them again, like the one by my house. I often get invited to drink with these guys, but I don't really drink beer anymore, besides for like one. So yeah, YouTubers love to do that. That's like a favorite Vietnam YouTube clip. Locals ask me to drink with them. Some guy that made a daily channel now does that. Just had one that just showed up on my feed, even though I've never watched one of his videos. His daily content seems a bit like mine. Huh. What do you know? It's all good. I'm sure at some point we all look like we're copying each other. There's no way not to. There's only so many things to do, so many things to vlog. Yeah, we'll go for a nice little walk. All right, we're gonna do, this is part one, and then we're gonna cut into the second walking part on the way home. So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the IRL channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Links in the description. All right, guys. Thanks for the support. Have a good day. See you on the next one. Peace out.